Yo, what is up? How we doing? How's everybody doing? Here's my video on 2XKO, and I know it's a little late, but had some pretty busy stuff going on, but I wanted to get this video out, and I wanted to talk about the video. I wanted to talk about the game and give my thoughts and you know, things that I liked, things I didn't like so much, just a raw, honest feedback on what I played. But overall, I really enjoy the game. Let's start, I guess. Let's start with, like, you know, like one good news or bad news. And like the bad news is not bad, right? Right. But I will say a few things. Let's see. Here we go. Let's put this over here and talk about it. But out the rip, I will say, the lobby system, I like the lobby system. I think it's great. I'm hoping that it's only like this for the beta, because I don't want another Guilty Gear situation where, you know, I'm doing ranked or whatever, and I'm in a room and I'm like, you know, and I don't know, and maybe they've said something about it, and if they did, well, this is we don't have to talk about it. But I would like just a lobby, not even a lobby. I would just like to put ranked, and I'm not in a lobby. I'm just in the menu, and I could be in practice mode, just kind of like in Street Fighter, or I can do ranked or just free play and not have to be in the lobby. But I do like the lobby aspect of it. I think the lobby is cool, but I'm really hoping that we get just a version where I don't have to go to the lobby. Not that I have anything against lobbies. It's just sometimes, you know, because this lobby is only so many people. I just want to, the thing I liked about just ranked is just fighting as many different people from all over the place, different styles. And my problem with Guilty Gear was I'm in this, so I have to sit in here and wait for somebody to, I like the randomness of a good ranked mode. So with that said, yeah. That is just kind of one of my little complaints. Two, another complaint. It's not so much a complaint, but I really hope that they do an open beta, because I love you guys, but everybody's in this beta is from Evo, so everybody is really insane in this game, and I think I would like to see the matchmaking, because like also I think the matchmaking is a little bit more difficult in a lobby of like 50 people as opposed to 50,000 people that are playing, and you can find someone more on your skill level. Now you can say, hey Kenny, it's a skill issue. 100% it's a skill issue, because this game is a very much of a skill check or knowledge check, and I don't even know what's going on. But I would like for you guys to open up the beta. Also, because let's say some League of Legends people got the beta and they're playing this game, and now there's just nothing but Evo guys, Evo fighting game players, and they're going to play the game, and they're like, well, I guess I'm not going to get to push any buttons for a while. So I would like a bigger invite, so there's a plethora of people playing the game, because I was struggling. And I guess that's where I'll go into my next thing. This game is pretty, like, it's a huge knowledge check. And not only is it a knowledge check, there's so many mechanics, so many things in this game. But like, this game makes me feel like I'm a beginner. And I'm far from a beginner, but also far from a pro. I'm above casual. You know, I go to Evo, I'll fight, I'll you know, like, you know, what is it? I'm a blue rank in Tekken. You know, I'm happy with the blue rank. You know, slightly above the half, right? It's like, here's the half. Like, I'm slightly above. But a lot of times in this game, I felt like I don't know when I get to push a button. Like, especially one of my biggest problems is Darius. Like, I don't know when I get to push a button because like all of his moves hit you from full range, and when they stop, he's so far away. And then you add in an assist. I'm like, geez Louise. And I play games like Marvel too, and I hold up my own. I went up against the Wasler. I didn't win, but I did pretty dang good. But this, like, every time I play this game, it almost feels like I'm fighting the Wasler because I'm like, God dang, what's happening? But I'm just saying, I fought Justin. I did pretty good a couple times, all right? But this game makes me feel like, geez Louise, like, I don't know what I'm doing almost. And but the game is so mechanically deep. It is a knowledge check. Oh, I have to use the backdash, the invincible backdash, but it also gets hit by lows. Because a lot of times, I'm telling you, I'm fighting against Darius, and geez Louise, man, it's tough. And I think this is just me, just fighting some people, but a lot of the times it just feels overwhelming. And that's that's kind of a problem with the tag team games, that things can get overwhelming really fast. So I think this game's going to have a hell of a matchmaking system. And all I want is just to make with people right around my skill level and maybe a little bit higher so I can get better. I'm not like a first person shooter player where I just want to be in a bot lobby all the time so I can show off cool clips. Like, fighting game players, we want to fight somebody right at our skill level. So I think maybe if you guys do a fully open beta that has thousands of people, or that would get us more fights with people at our same skill level, or same, like, hey, this person's like, they've won 8 matches and they've lost 12. Hey, well, let's give them somebody similar to that. And that's the way you do grow. Like, sometimes you don't really grow if you're fighting a person and you can barely know what to do. You kind of learn, and you step up. I think that's like one of the best ways to learn a fighting game, is just to fight some people your level. But back to it, like, Darius, golly, man, there's a lot of times where I just, like, when do I get to push a button? When do I, like, get my turn? And a lot of times you're literally having to just kind of like whiff punish and hopefully bait out, a move. You have to, like, jump and then maybe. But like I said, it probably is a knowledge check. It's probably, oh, well, Kenny, you should use this or you should use that. But yeah, but I had some successes and so forth like that. But a lot of times, I was like, hey, let me do free play. Oh, you're paired up with this guy and he's got 10 wins in a row. I'm like, dang, man, I'm not that good. But like I said, maybe that's something that could be addressed when the game comes out. And I guess one other thing too is just the roster size. I know it's a beta, I know so forth, but I'm just hoping, like, I guess the roster is going to be a few more characters that be yet to reveal. But I think I'm hoping what the pipeline gets ironed out, and we could start seeing a lot of new characters, because with a smaller roster, you're going to see a lot of the same players, like a lot of the same, you're going to see a lot of Dariuses, and you're going to see a lot of Aries all the time. And it's just going to be like, and with a bigger roster, there's less fatigue. And especially if you're going to see Darius, and Darius is going to do his Darius stuff and swing his axe, and you're going to be like, when do I get to push a button? And I know it is a skill issue, but it just feels like there are so many things that you can do in this game to be safe. You could just do a Darius, string, call an assist, then you can make it safe. You could do something, a block string, like, I don't know. I a lot of times calling an assist, and I think, I don't know, maybe because I'm used to Marvel too, but calling an assist was dangerous because you can block it. Like this one, you call an assist, it's, you know, it's way easier, like, you know, just to like up assist and like they're out. Like Marvel, you committed to it and you saw the assist coming, you got the punish. I'm pretty sure you could do it in this game, but this game is like, you know, like Max said in the his tweet, like I don't know, maybe I'm old, but god dang, I feel like yeah, maybe like I'm past my prime or something like that. But like, I don't know. I play a lot of other fighting games. I play like Tekken and like all this stuff, and I hold my own. But I'm telling you, with this Darius, like, I know some of those moves are just hard to tell, right? Like that makes it safe, calls in the other character, and yeah, I'm getting bopped. But you know, I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to, yeah. I think we end the set, and then we go to the lobby. But I guess that's one of my main things about the game. I hope that, you know, it is extreme knowledge tech, and it's just, this is a game where it does feel like, it feels like Tekken 8 when they got the update where it's like, I run my crazy stuff and you're gonna have to hold it, because yeah, it just feels like, where do I get to push a button against Darius? He does a combo and he's halfway across the screen and I can't punish. I have to run in, he's already blocking, or he's already plus. It feels like he's plus on everything, and then you're adding an assist to that, and it's just like, what do I do? But hey, I guess it's a knowledge check. Yeah, but I will leave it at that for the negatives. I'll talk about the positives. Let me go to the clip of me and Steve, and I think that's where this game truly shines, is 2v2 mode, like, or playing with a friend. I like that. To me is the most fun. So here's like a video of me and Steve playing, and that to me is a really good breath of fresh air in a fighting game that I can play with my friend. And you know, like there's different modes. There's the girlfriend mode, where which is like nicknamed the girlfriend mode, where you can just be an assist. I always like to assist. It's my favorite one. But getting to play duos, it's something I'm really excited about. It's something I'm really excited to play with my community. So excited to do some Kenny and Steve shows, and where me and Steve, we take on the chat and we take on different people in the chat. I'm really excited and looking forward to that. And that's a lot of fun. The game is a lot of fun. I really like the changes in the game that they did from the last betas. It feels great. We're seeing a lot more combo routes. There's a lot more in-depth to the game. You can finish off with damage. You can finish off with getting bar. That's something that is really good. And the problem with like betas is just you get a little bit of time, but you give it to the FGC, right? You give it to the FGC and they're starting to go ham. Like you give like, and that's how some people are like, oh, give me the game for 30 minutes, and in 30 minutes already people are cooking. It takes me about 30 days. Then I'll cook. Just give me those 30 days, but you'll be ready, because in those 30 days, I'm coming for you. I'm coming. And the FGC, they would just go to Evo and get in line again and get in line again and learn the dirty stuff. Oh, I will talk. I did forget about the other thing. Timeouts. I did encounter a lot of timeouts, and for a versus game, that's kind of rare. Like in a versus game that's so fast paced and like heavy and stuff, there was a lot of timeouts, which is like, wow. You know, and it's a little anticlimactic. I think there should be like sudden death. There's no timeout. Sorry, you didn't finish it. Now you guys are in sudden death or something like that. But yeah, I guess it goes back to saying like, or I didn't say, backdashing. Backdashing is so good in this game. So people just backdash. You know, like the movement in this game is free. And what I mean by free is you get it for free. You don't have to really do much to get like these amazing wave dashes or back dashes. And there's a few characters that have some good air mobility, but like, like Echo has this one jump. But I do kind of agree that sometimes like schmovement, when you see someone schmoove, it should be a little bit earned. It should be like, yeah, you got to like forward down, like, in Marvel 2, and it's not too hard to learn, but but I guess that would be it. But anyways, going back to what I really did like, I love the 2-player aspect of it. I'm excited for it. I'm lucky I have my characters. I don't know if I'm in love with Jinx. I love her. I don't know if I love her. I love her. No, she's really cool because she's chaotic, and it's actually one of the zoners that are cool, that like you could just zone and something hits and then you can get a combo and then rush in, and it's a really cool version of zoning that's just not like boring in some other games. But Alawi is probably one of my favorite fighting game characters now of all time. She's awesome. Her playstyle is unique, really cool. I love playing that character, and I have a blast with it. Like Echo, I like Echo. I'm having a little problems with him because he's a little bit more on the difficult side, because he's on the stumpy side, but some people are really good. Also, I think maybe I should play with Echo, because Echo has that one move that dashes, so it might be good against Darius. Random thoughts. But yeah, Jinx, really cool. But I think I might bounce back between Jinx and Echo. But yeah, and but overall, I like the new systems, with the ratio 4 and the girlfriend mode. I think those are neat. Really good additions to the game. But yeah, like I said, the game is it's pretty heavy. There's a lot to learn, and I think it's kind of wild. It's like when they said, hey, do you want mechanics? They're like, yes. So you get them. So it is, it's easy to pick up, but it's also very difficult to master. But yeah, there's Yasuo, that's Steve's Yasuo. But overall, I really enjoy this game. I have a good time with it. Until like I fight some people that are just way above my pay grade, and they're using Darius, and I'm like, when do I get to push a button? But when you push buttons, it feels great. It feels fantastic. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in the future. I don't know. I know the game's going to come out fairly soon. Excuse me, but I really hope that that there's one beta and it's open to the public, so we can really nail the we could really nail the matchmaking, and so you can get people around your skill and grow. Any last words for it? Like, yeah, the combo routes and the combos are a lot more exciting. Darius, I hate him. I hate him. Yeah, just a couple axe swings and boom. But anyways, it's a good sign, like when you play a game and it's like, oh my god, I hate this character. I hate this character, right? Like, because that shows that every character has got some sauce. But yeah, overall, the game's a lot of fun. I don't know what they could do. I don't know if anybody else complained about what I complained about. Like, where you just feel like, where do I push? But it's a knowledge check. I get it. Like, I'm going to have to learn to use push block, or I'm going to have to learn to do that dash. But yeah. But overall, like in most other games, I feel like I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll hold my own. And there's times in this game where I'm like, I'm a baby. I'm a baby. I don't know how to play. I'm a baby. But overall, it is a lot of fun. The game's improving. I can't wait to see more progress and what they're cooking. And I'm pretty sure this is like an old build, and like, oh man, we got something else, man, you haven't even seen this, there's a whole nother thing going on. So yeah, but overall, a lot of fun. I had my little concerns with it. I do like how they kind of like change the combo routes, where it's not just this combo over and over and over again, adding things like, hey, do you want damage? Do you want meter? Because meter is important. So it keeps the variety of the combos you know, different. And also it's just not the same route, and just to the point where we're just like, yeah. But anyways, that's it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have played it, let me know. If you guys haven't, maybe you're like, hey, let's do an open beta. Let's get more people in here. Let's get more people trying the game. Let's, yeah, because I think it's very fun. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.